Ryan, a very, very disappointing afternoon for your side, but I think before we start on anything, I think the B teams have kind of been battered from pillar to post by a lot of the general public. That Hibs team were excellent today.
Let's just start out with how good they were then. Credit to them. I thought they were better than us in every single department, which hurts to say. I think they've done the homework. I think they were reading the ball technically. They were quick, they pressed, they jumped. And for such a young team, I thought they were more physical than us as well. All over the pitch, I thought they won their duels in the defensive third. I thought they won the midfield battle, and I thought they looked dangerous on the threat the entire game. If any team was going to score again, it was them.
Obviously, on our end, I doubt you and Jordan have probably had a worse performance than that, especially the first half in particular, in your time as managers.
Absolutely. Look, completely unacceptable. We're first to admit it in there. Look, we need to look at how we conduct ourselves. I think the trophy in general terms we've handled quite well. Undefeated till now, played against two B teams and played it really well, but today was, I hate using the term off day, they were just awful. The entire game from start to finish. The second half we try and make a push, we change the shape, we get extra attackers on the pitch, and it's to no avail. We're not any better. Again, the young Hibs team still look like the team that are going to score the next goal. Everything that we're good at, Curtis. Playing, making contacts, creating chances, domination of the ball, territory, movement off the ball, just wasn't there. Just completely wasn't there. We lacked energy, we lacked everything in the game from the first whistle. Now, is that a consequence of how we've lessened the schedule this week, partially due to the guys have had back-to-back wins in the league, and we're carrying a lot of injuries within the group. So we restructured the week this week to have a wee bit less intensity, a wee bit more fun, and less mental challenge about how we done it, and it's just completely backfired. I don't know. We need to look at the entire thing. But the good thing about football is we can get a reaction. The players know it wasn't good enough. We know it wasn't good enough, and we need players back. We need players back for next week, and hopefully we get that. But it's all about a reaction now in the league, and obviously we've still one more game away at Stirling Albion in this cup that we can put a positive spin on it. We can win, and I don't know if that top six is now out of our grasp, but we're still in a decent enough qualification place, I guess. So. Yeah, absolutely miserable day. Worst we've faced by a long shot. Did not see it coming. However, we can recover it.
Do you think there was maybe a wee bit of complacency on your side today, seeing the ease that we'd beaten the other two B teams? Do you think I'm not saying that this is definitely the case, but it just kind of felt like everyone is in second gear.
Yes. Yeah. I do. I think we're complacent. I thought we lacked hunger. I thought we lacked desire. I don't know if we lacked effort. Look, we had Jamie in particular had a right good go at them at half time about effort. We just looked tired, we looked off it, we looked everything. But yeah, we just weren't there. From the start of the game, nothing else to say. Look, the players deserve credits when they get them. Today I thought we're awful.
I think there's probably only two positives that we can really take from today. One is that we have qualified for the next round. The other one is Horn coming on and getting some minutes under his belt. He looked quite lively and dangerous.
I think that's the only thing we said to them in there. Obviously never got the output or the goal or an assist that he maybe, I wouldn't say deserved, but he came on and he showed a passion and enthusiasm, a willingness to run forward. I think we ran through the entire team there. From starting players wanting the shirt, players that have been out injured, players that have been carrying the shirt, just not good enough at all. And that is slightly positive about the whole thing, that Thomas comes on for the last 25 minutes and shows a willingness to run, a willingness to get to the byline, and he did get 3 or 4 crosses in and beat a man, but the rest of it was just not good enough. We can't accept it.
Home next week to Queen of the South in front of the TV cameras. You'll probably be hoping to get a few more bodies back. Firstly, just is that injury list getting any lessened?
What's that?
Is that injury list getting shorter or?
Yeah, look, I don't mean to harp on, but we've several key players. We spoke to the team during the week, and you know, they're under great medical supervision with Donald, but ultimately we're lacking bodies. We need players in. We've a great squad of 22, 23 players, if you include myself and Jordan. However, being able to pick the same 13, 14 players every week is becoming difficult, especially with the intensity of League One. Look forward to next week, because the players now don't need spoken to Wednesday, don't need spoken to Tuesday. We just need a reaction next Saturday. It's as simple as that. Today was not good enough. Luke said in there, I fully support that all 619 that came today should be refunded. If we were any sort of capacity to do that, we would. But I hope that players can somehow step up and support a refund, or the club can put something on for the fans that want to turn up and see us put things right next week.
And on that game as well, obviously, last season there was maybe that Elgin game is maybe one that's a wee bit similar today. You showed such a good reaction the following week to beat East Fife, and you're just really wanting the same again next week.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, bad results happen. We've had a couple of bad results, but today was particularly bad. Just the context of how it felt. It felt like we lacked enthusiasm. It felt like we lacked energy. It felt like we were slack the entire game. We didn't make contacts. We barely threatened our goal. They looked at a threat on the counter the entire game. Our normal passing game was too slow and pedantic. The movement was pedestrian. So yes, you can lose games, but there's ways of losing games, and I don't think we lost the game in any appropriate manner today. I think we were outdone from start to finish by a young, fresh, enthusiastic, hungry Hibs team that were very well coached.